What's up, sports bettors? July 4th, you got to have some MLB bets on. We have a full slate, 14 MLB games, and I'm going to be taking you through the best early MLB bets for Monday. So the best early MLB bets for July 4th. So again, I like oftentimes to bet earlier in the day. And by that I mean when sportsbooks first post odds, right? It's currently Sunday. When sportsbooks post odds for the upcoming day on Monday, there's a lot of initial sharp action as well as just line discrepancies in how bookmakers open odds. So you can find some pretty profitable bets. So on the OddsJam, positive expected value betting tool, this tool just essentially is always scanning the market to try to show you where are the profitable bets? Like, what are the mathematically profitable, data-driven sports picks? There's no fluff, no BS, just data. So if we go ahead and we scroll down, we can see the first bet available, which I really like, is Braves Cardinals over 8.5 runs at -120 odds. So you can see the market width. So if you don't know what this column means, market width, we can start off with this column. This column essentially shows you how tight the sportsbook's market is on Pinnacle Sportsbook, which is the sharpest bookmaker, right? So 122 to 138, there's 16 cents of difference. And essentially, the tighter a sportsbook makes their market, the more confident they are in their lines, the more liquid the market is, right? So when they're only baking 16 cents of juice into their market, that gives us really high confidence in their lines, right? So then we can go to the next column, no vig odds. What are no vig odds? No vig odds essentially take the sportsbook's market and convert it into a fair line, right? So sportsbooks, they bake juice into their market. They bake vig or juice into their market. So what you need to do as a profitable sports bettor is use real-time betting data, right, from very sharp sportsbooks such as Pinnacle to back out the true odds for a wager, right? So we can see on this over 8.5 runs, the true odds are -128.72. We're betting at -120, right? So the OddsJam Positive EV tool, you're always going to be getting better odds, right, than the true odds. The true odds are all the way down at -128. That's the fair line. And we can get 8.72 cents of improvement from the fair line at -120 on DraftKings. So this is a very sharp bet, right? On OddsJam, you always want to place the bet on the row with the profit margin. So here we can see there's a 3.18% profit margin on over 8.5 runs, and that's the bet we want to be on. So if we take a look at the odds, it's pretty clear that DraftKings is a true pricing discrepancy, right? Most sportsbooks are opening lines for this game at over under 9 runs, right? On DraftKings, they're setting the line at 8.5. So this is a super sharp, super profitable bet. You can see Caesars and Pinnacle, the only two sportsbooks currently offering alternate markets on this game for tomorrow, on July 4th. They both have this like -140-ish, -145, -138. So this gives us a clear indication that this bet on DraftKings is mispriced, and we want to be all over it as a sports bettor. So I ended up hammering it, right? It's pretty clear the whole sports betting market is in line with one another, except DraftKings, so I hammered it. Very profitable bet, 3.18% profit margin, finding value in the odds. So I bet it for as much as I could. Gonna have a fun July 4th of sports betting. I'm sure I'll have a lot more bets. Over 8.5 Braves Cardinals, 3.18% profit margin, $725 bet, 2308 in EV, 2308. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let's make some money.